Hey guys, Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me today. I wanted to start off by saying, again, thanks to all my subscribers. I have a few announcements to make as far as the channel and my shop. And this ultimately is going to be a launch video. I have 2 Easter kits to put out. So first of all, I know it's been kind of sporadic. I'm usually like 3, 4, maybe even 5 days between videos here lately. I've really been trying to get my craft area up and running. We finally got the room situated. I actually am in a chair. The bed is gone, and my craft room that I sleep in is finally getting to its final stages. Maybe I'll be able to take you on a little tour at another time. But I'm hoping now that I have a few plans in the works that I will be able to start putting up videos a little more often, hopefully every other day, maybe every 2 days. And then in the summer, I'm hoping to pick it up a little more. I have to wait and see what happens with next school year, but that's a little far in the future, so I'll update with that at the time. I do want to say that right now there is a sale going on in my shop. So I have a mix and match sale on the Winter Forest pages and the Winter Forest ephemera kit. If you mix the 2 of them, you get a discount. And then if you mix the, the Cozy Autumn Tea kit, just the regular pages and the ephemera kit for that, you get, it's like 10% off if you buy both of them together. So there's a mix and match deal going on for that. Also, if you use the promo code 500 subs, so 500 SUBS in my shop until May 31st, you will get 25% off your order. So if you, and I don't know how Etsy does it. So I don't know if you put the mix and match deal in your cart and then you use the 500 subs. I don't know if it should give you the 10%. And then when you go to check out, if you put in the promo code, it should give you 25% off your total. So it would double up on that discount, I think. I don't know. But I'm not opposed to it doing that. I just don't know if it will. So those will be running until the end of May. And, yeah, so those are the things I wanted to announce, and I want to share with you. I got Easter kits done, guys, and this time I got 2 done. So I got one that is bunnies, because, you know, we all love bunnies. I mean, it's an excuse to make a kit with bunnies. So I'm going to show you, as I always do, I have regular pages, and then I have tall, narrow pages, and I have an ephemera set. Excuse me. The way I have them in my shop this time, the ephemera sets are included with the pages in the kits. So the Easter kit, there's an Easter pages kit and an Easter tall narrow kit. Both of them come with the ephemera pages. So when we get to the ephemera pages, you'll see, but they come in both kits. So they're already included. So you don't buy them, you don't buy the ephemera separately. And that's with both the Easter kits. So without further ado, let's look at the bunnies. So I was looking spring garden, and I mean, it's bunnies and eggs. What's not to love, right? I tried to, like I said, I tried to do spring garden kind of an idea so that you get all the spring florals and butterflies and that sort of thing. And then, of course, your bunnies. So I have all of these adorable little bunnies. And I forgot to count. I think it's 8 bunny pages. So you get 8 like this. And I finally found an overlay that I really like for the framing. So I like the fact that I can frame the pages like this. I like this. So this is a new style for me, but I really like the way it turns out. Okay, I think this might be the last bunny page. Okay, and then I made some journaling pages. So this is the backgrounds, and I lightened them up. Hopefully you'll be able to see them I know my table is white, so it kind of washes stuff out, but I basically lightened the flower backgrounds and then put some white lines over top so that you'd have journaling space. And then added an Easter basket as an embellishment. And I think there are 6 journaling pages like this. So you have that one, and then this one is lilies in the background. I'm not sure how well they're going to show up. I'm hoping. This one is yellow lilies with daisies in the background. And all of these were used as backgrounds with some of the bunnies. So this is just daisies. And then this is, I'm going to get this wrong. I don't remember what this one is. Hyacinths? No. This is hydrangeas. And yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it's hyacinths. And then these are rhododendrons. Pretty sure. Okay, anyway, so that's all the kit pages and the journaling pages. Okay, so that's what you get in as your pages in the kit. And then this is what they look like, tall, narrow. So it's going to be the same thing like I always do. So you've got the bunny with the daisies. And then here you've got this bunny. There are 8 of these also. So if you like doing this tall, narrow style, I have, this option. I think these bunnies are adorable. Okay, and then here's the journaling pages. So I also did those tall, narrow, and you might be able to see it down here. It's a little darker. You can see the white lines. I didn't like it with black lines. I suppose I could have tried to color the lines something other than white or black. But if I'm honest, I liked them just kind of pale white so that they almost blend in. And then when you write on them, they're almost not there. I don't know. So that is the kit. Now, as I said before, both of these kits have their pages in them. So it's 8 picture pages and 6 journaling pages. So it's 14 pages. And then you get these ephemera pages in the kit. So there's a little page here where I included some mini tags with the bunnies on them and then some words. And these are little tickets with the Easter baskets on them. Okay. Now, the reason I included the ephemera is because the rest of it is kind of like journaling cards. So you've got a lot of the backgrounds that I used for the kit. I turned them into cards for you to print and use in the kit. And then there's a few pockets using some of the floral images. And then there's a couple pages with tags. So some different shape tags and then these regular shape like we're used to tags. And my thought with these was I put the garden in the background, and then I figured if you had any like fussy cut bunnies from other places other than here, or if you had like a Beatrix Potter book and you were cutting Peter Rabbit out of there, or whatever, you could put your own bunnies on the backgrounds and stick them in the book, and they would kind of go with the book that way. That was my thought with these. So that's the Easter Bunny Kit. As I said, you get 14 journaling pages, and you get, how many pages was this? This is like 2 tag pages, 2 card pages, a pocket page, and a fussy cut page. So 6 pages of ephemera. So it's 20 pages that we'll print. When you buy the kit, you get 20 pages. And then you buy this kit and you get these 20 pages. Okay? So that's how that goes. All right, so that is up in my shop if you're interested. My shop is always linked in my description box, so you can go over and check that one out. The other one I decided to put up this year was religious. So this is for Easter Sunday. I kind of started this during Holy Week in Lent. So there are 8 of these. And as you'll see, this is a smaller kit. So as you'll see, you'll have an image, and then you'll have journaling space. Okay? And there are 8 sets, I think. So you've got this one, like I said, Last Supper, and then Crucifixion, and then Resurrection. So the cross, and then I put the image of the lamb and the Easter lilies. Okay, and then your journaling side. And then, of course, the 3 crosses on the hill. The palm branch representing Palm Sunday is one of your pages. And then you've got here with the lion and the lamb. And here again is the resurrection. I thought this picture of the angel was cute, so I put her on here, rejoicing. And then you've got a He is Risen cross with the dove and the Bible and, some lilies to decorate. And then here, this one is Alleluia for the celebration of the season. So that's your 8 page pairs. Now, included in this kit also are these background pages where I went and printed on the backs. It's got 7 background pages in it. So you get these backgrounds. Now, I am going to say this. This is the full strength background. This is printed lighter. This is actually not full strength that I printed on the back. So you get these backgrounds to use to cover the backs of your pages. So that's what I did here. So that when I fold this, it has a back. So I can double side print. So I included these kind of grungy looking backgrounds in this kit. So there's the gray and purple, and then there's this kind of mauve red and lavender colors. Okay. Like I said, there's 8 pages in the kit, but there's only 7 backgrounds. So this was my skip. And then here is, again, a background and a background and another background. So there's backgrounds on those. Those 7 pages are included in both the tall, narrow, and the regular pages kit. So you get 8 pages, 7 background pages. And then for the tall, narrow side, I don't think I printed on the backs of these. I did not. Okay, so on the tall, narrow side, again, you've got the Last Supper, the crucifixion, the resurrection, sacrifice of the lamb. And then you have, of course, here, Jesus with the lamb and the lion. And the 3 crosses on Calvary. The resurrected Lord with the angel praying, which I thought was really cute. The He is Risen with the dove and the Bible. The Easter lilies I included in a couple of places. So, and then I have the Alleluia cross for, Alleluia, He is risen, and all of that. So that's this. And again, you get these 8 pages plus those 7 backgrounds. Okay. And as you can see, like I said, this dark, I don't know if I have, see if I can give you the same one. I wanted to make the comparison so that you could see what I meant. And I think that's one of the back. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can tell, but you can see how dark that is compared to that. Okay. So that's full strength. If you print the background full strength, that's what it's going to look like. I lightened it before I printed it. You have the option. So it's in the kit full strength, and then you can do what you want to with it as far as printing it lighter. Okay. And then, so you get, sorry, I know I'm repeating myself. You get the 8 pages, you get the 7 backgrounds, and then you get, in both kits already included are these ephemera pages. So I took some old Easter postcards from like the turn of the 20th century. So they're like from the early 1900s. And I added a little graphic here and there to go with the kit. So you've got, these are Easter postcards, and then I added an angel on these, and I added a church here and the lamb with a palm leaf here. So the background, each of these backgrounds is a postcard from the early 1900s. So like in the 1900s, 1900 there, and 1910s, I think, right around that time frame. Okay, so you get those. You get these 2 cards, which I made these. And then some words to use in your kit if you'd like. And then a page of fussy cuts. So you've got a page of the lilies, a Bible, a church, a chalice, the image from the Last Supper image here, with the chalice and the bread, and then you've got the cross with the cloth left indicating the resurrection. So you have all of those in there. So, and as I said, these three? Yeah, these 3 ephemera pages are included in both of these kits. So when you order this, you get 8 journal pages. I'm going to repeat this again. You get 8 journal pages, you get 7 background pages, and you get 3 ephemera pages included in the kit when you buy it. So, and as always, they're in my shop separately. So you've got an Easter Bunny pages and an Easter Bunny tall and narrow, and you've got an Easter, I think that I called this one Easter Alleluia. So you've got Easter Alleluia pages and Easter Alleluia tall and narrow. And that's it, guys. These are my new kits. I was so thrilled to get these out just before Easter. I printed them for myself so that they're ready to use. Well, this one's ready to use, except for that one. This gives me the opportunity to maybe coffee dye this one, so I'm okay with that. But this kit is ready to go as far as this is concerned. And I'm hoping that maybe we can put it together and make an Easter journal out of that as a project. These are also ready to go for me to do a kit, one or the other, because I only have one set of the ephemera printed. But I do have to back them, or whatever I'm going to do to the backings. But I would like to make an Easter journal. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it done before Easter. We get busy at my house right now. So, yeah. I do want to work on these, though. That might be a project that we work on camera. I know we're still working on the calendar book. The last time you guys saw it, I had showed you how I was putting signatures in it. And I have finished that. So you will see binding and covering next, I think. So we've almost got it built, and then we'll fill it. And then I have a couple other projects that I want to do and some announcements I want to make as far as things that will be upcoming. I want to do, so my apple orchard. Remember I made this kit from scrapbook paper. Then I went and I printed on my good paper, I printed my apple orchard kit. Okay, so I have my apple orchard kit. And then on the back, I printed some of the backgrounds. So these pages are ready to go, and I would like to start putting together my apple orchard kit like I told you guys I wanted to do. I picked this one because it's the first one I made, and I already have this kit kind of put together for it. So that's a project I want to do. And then I'm thinking about starting a new series, but I think I'll shoot a trailer for that, and then we'll jump into that one when I can get a chance. But this is what's going on with me. And like I said, I'm hoping to get to you more often now that my room is getting more together. I'm hoping to give you a tour on the next organizing video. And please, guys, head over to my shop and check everything out. I have 500 subscribers, but my views are kind of low, guys. So make sure you click on that bell, the notification bell, so that you get notified when I put my videos up. I know that, like I said, it's been kind of chaotic here recently, but get the notification so that you can come see what I'm doing. And like I said, wander over to my shop and check out these kits, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.